What is up, my homies? My goal with this video is to teach you something that you do not yet know. Tip number 1. If you take a look in the bottom right hand corner, you can see that I'm really not losing any ammo. If I lose some, I gain it right back. This trick right here works with any weapon, but it works best with the shotguns, primarily the ASG. If you create a class using the attachments that I have on screen, you can then combine that build with the major augment Dead Again for Deadshot. This is going to allow for critical hits to give you extra ammo. Since we're using a shotgun for this method, a shotgun fires slugs, therefore one bullet in the game actually shoots more than just one. And since we're using the 12 gauge slug attachment, for the most part you'll never really have to reload. Next, I will show you a very easy way to get the free Deadshot Easter egg every time on Liberty Falls, without a sniper. You'll want to go into your graphics settings, go to the View tab and select Field of View. Lower that value down all the way to 60 and you can see just how zoomed in your screen is. You can then go to the Easter egg location and knock down 5 of the cans and you'll get yourself a free Deadshot perk. Before you start, make sure you change your fire mode from automatic to semi-auto. If you miss a shot, all the cans will fall down, but don't worry, you can try again every round. I should also mention that this only worked for me with assault rifles and marksman rifles. With the SMGs, even if I got them all, they would fall down instantly. Tip number 3. If you purchase melee macchiato and you have the following augments equipped, triple shot for the major and hidden impact for the minor, this will allow for melee kills to replenish your ammo. For the most part, it is not that effective until you try it with the Mangler cannon. It comes with 3 blasts from either the crafting table or a Mangler drop, but when you melee macchiato the zombies, you can hold up to 5 blasts. I was also not expecting it to clear out a full horde of zombies, definitely worth doing. This leads me into my next tip. This also works with the hand cannon. This is a new score streak from the hit list event. You can craft it at the crafting table, and I wouldn't use this for anything except for Manglers. It scales with the round, and every time you shoot the Mangler's arm, it will one hit insta-kill them. The Mr. Peaks Easter egg on Liberty Falls can actually be repeated 3 times. Once you blew up the first car, 5 rounds later in the other 2 cars there's a chance of Mr. Peak spawning. If you play through another 5 rounds, in the final car you will have another Mr. Peak. Next on the list is an extremely helpful tip that everybody who plays Liberty Falls will use. When the Exfil has been called in and you make your way to the rooftop, if you look through this skylight you can see a nuke power-up on top of the chandelier. Shoot it, it will spawn the power-up right beside you, and clean up majority of the zombies. Also, for those that don't know, you don't have to kill the Abomination to successfully Exfil. It doesn't count as a zombie. Originally introduced as the Gersh device in Black Ops 1, it makes its return to Black Ops 6 zombies known as the Casimir device. When you throw it down, it is going to suck in all of the zombies, but you can also jump into it and it is going to teleport you to a different location. You can also repeat it multiple times. When you're playing zombies and you start to get to the higher rounds, you will notice a lot more armored zombies spawning. The SAM trials that spawn around the map, they bypass the armored zombie spawns. That being said, the only zombies that you will get for this event will be regular zombies, very easy to kill, served right on the platter for you. But that isn't the only thing that SAM trials have to offer. Doing SAM trials is actually the best way to get salvage in the game. You can complete them extremely quick in under half a minute, and whether you're on round 10 or you're on round 50, they can give you 800 salvage per legendary box. To put this into perspective, that's 16 salvage drops. Next, you probably never really use smoke grenades because they suck. Perhaps it's because you're not using them correctly. You want to throw the smoke grenade away from the zombies, go inside the smoke, you will then see your screen get a black border around it. This is when you know the smoke is working as it should, none of the zombies will be able to see you and they will run right past. If you try to throw the smoke into a horde of zombies and you're in the smoke while they are too, it will not work. Next is a trick that will help you with the main Easter egg on Terminus. For the step that requires you to shoot the tentacle trap with the beam smasher, a very easy way to tell which trap is the correct one is by looking at the vent directly above it. If the vent is broken, that means that trap is the one that you're going to shoot with the beam smasher. This next tip is a common feature of the game, but I'm not sure if many people know about it. When you're in the gunsmith section, look in the bottom right hand corner. It'll show you a button to press depending on your console to pull up the weapon statistics. You can use this feature to see exactly how each attachment affects your build. This will also allow you to see how your current weapon compares with every other weapon in the game. The next tip on the list will allow you to proc the Lightning Strike Dead Wire ammo mod extremely frequently. For this one, we are going to stack 4 different augments to increase the probability of the effect triggering. With Citrus Focus, Elemental Pop will only trigger the ammo mod that is on your weapon, and Chillberry will reduce the timing needed for the effect to trigger again. For Dead Wire, make sure to have Lightning Strike Strike, and for the minor augment have Haste. You can combine that Dead Wire combination with Shadow Rift for another weapon. For the Shadow Rift, make sure you have Big Game and Haste. You can use this weapon for Abominations, it will instantly kill them if triggered. Leading me directly into the next point, you can easily kill Abominations by throwing a frag grenade or a Semtex inside their glowing mouths. This can be done when they're walking, when they're charging an attack. Whenever the mouth is open, you can throw one inside, it is going to gulp it down and kill it off. It doesn't matter if you're on a low round or a high round, it will always take 3 lethals to kill it off, 1 for each head. Next is a trick that I use every single game for every perk. Normally, when you purchase a perk, your character is going to drink it, you'll see the animation, but throughout the whole duration you will not be able to run. A very simple trick to bypass that is to simply melee the machine before purchasing the perk. What I will show you next has the chance to save you one of your hard-earned gobblegums. If you use the Wonder Bar gobblegum to get a wonder weapon from the mystery box, and it's not the one that you wanted, if you use Respin Cycle to get another weapon from the box, it will not give you what you're expecting. Technically, using the gobblegum should spin you another wonder weapon, but for some reason it does not. Next, on Liberty Falls, when you destroy the ether crystals, several will respawn every single round. This is also a very good and consistent way to get salvage. Here is something that I myself did not know until a few weeks after the game launched. On Terminus, you can actually jump up on here and go to the other side. There's a very high chance that everybody at some point will run into this. If you switch a weapon from automatic to semi-auto, it will not drop that weapon, it will drop the other one that you're holding. The only way to fix this is to switch back from semi-auto to full auto. If you're playing on Terminus and you happen to complete the Captain Greg Easter egg in your game, you can then go ahead and initiate the Whack-a-Crab Easter egg with an explosive, either a lethal or your GS-45s. Then run over to the 3rd tier armor vest location, pop a temporal gift and a double points power up. You can then melee the crabs and it is going to initiate the Easter egg. Once it finishes, pop an ether shroud just so you don't get hit and collect all the essence. You can also do this without the temporal gift, simply back away the second the Easter egg finishes. My friends, that is it for the video. I hope it helped you out. Thank you very much for watching and I wish you all an amazing day. Peace.